J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way wrong.
How are you gonna say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you busy.
You need that real talk, well J-Mad, he got you. Right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Radio show and he's doing it big, you just can't ignore. J-Mad, bringing you good work, just holler at your boy. Hey, life after the collar, J-Mad.
You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we are on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do. So let me go ahead and get this started right now. Let me do some research right here, because I'm in a really not so good mood right now. I'm gonna tell you why in just a second. I'm gonna do it from this end first, and if it don't come out right, your boy gonna be hot. Okay, so we're gonna try it this way. We're gonna try it this way and see what happens. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yep. Look like I'm gonna be a little bit beside myself. Look like I'm gonna be beside myself in a few minutes. Give me a second here. Okay, that's working. Let's see. Now I need to go over here. Okay, that's working. And where do we go from here? I'm working some things out. Y'all just bear with me for just a second. Y'all bear with me for just a second. No, that ain't it. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna be. Yeah. Okay. So I got a huge issue tonight. I got a huge issue tonight. All I want to do is help folks out. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is help people out. And right now, Facebook is not letting me live my best life. And if you know how I am, I love living my best life. So let me tell you about Facebook. Facebook has decided to put me in jail, Facebook jail, and won't let me post Facebook Live. Yeah, I see what y'all can't start live video. Please check your internet connection and try again. It ain't got nothing to do with my internet internet connection. They mad because I sat there and I played some music on my Facebook page. I did. That's why I keep telling y'all folks on Facebook Live, y'all need to mosey yourselves over. So here's what we're going to do. If you are listening to the show, I'm putting up a link now. Join the conversation now. Y'all, I am not one of those typers that type real fast. That's not me. When I used to work in an office, I could not stand people that type real fast. Click the link below. I know I'm talking. Y'all, I'm a guy. I can only do one thing at a time. My bad. I'm sorry about this. But Facebook done messed me up. They done messed me up and won't allow me to be great today. I guess that, but what it does do is allows me to open up the phones line earlier. So y'all good? If y'all good, I'm good. I'll let your boy. We're going to go ahead and get this party started. Let me do this. Let me put on y'all some music. Y'all get settled in the chat room. Call your friends. Tell your folks. Oh, let me put this on here. Well, let me go ahead and put y'all some music on. And y'all can go to my Facebook Live and y'all can share my post. Y'all can share my post and we're going to be good. All right? Holla at your boy. Oh, it won't let me click over. Doggone it. Okay, give me a second, y'all. I apologize. 864 897 9607. Call into the show. Let me put it that way. Okay, y'all, we ready to rock and roll. 864-897-9607. Y'all, let's go ahead and get this thing started. We're going to have a good show tonight. We will have a good show tonight. We're going to do a repeat of, not a repeat, we are going to do a continuance of what we dealt with. Can y'all hear me? Y'all good? Can y'all hear me? We're going to do a, let me see who's in the chat room. Anybody in the chat room? We're going to do a repeat of Monday's show. It was a great show we had Monday. And so I want to continue on with that, y'all. So let's go ahead and get this party started. I'll be back in just a second. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's all gravy.
I'm feeling good. I'm having fun. This is the best night of my life. Girl, can I be real? I just want to feel on your booty. That's not a big deal. Shorty, you drinking on that martini. I want to see you in the bikini. Or better yet, a thong. Baby, what's wrong? Trying to tell you, girl, it's the purpose of the song. Ooh, I want you closer. You look like a model off of a poster. I wanna get you to the car, to the crib, up the stairs, to the bed. In the morning, you'll be cooking a set. Ooh, baby, how I love the smell of your perfume. And if we were kids, I'd be breaking curfew to stay out with you. You gon' need a soft, wrap your head, cause it's gon' get wild. If we keep loving like this, we might make a child, a daughter, a son, whichever one. Girl, you're second to none. I'm feeling good, I'm having fun. This is the best night of my life. We off the patrol, and both of us gone. Girl, this could be the best night of my life. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me, girl. And if we go home and make love, this could be the best night of your life. So girl, let me ask you a question while we're sipping bud. Are you going home with me after the club? That's a yes or a no. I'm just letting you know where this night can go. And girl, I'm hoping you see things my way, cause I just want your love to stay tonight. I could be your bartender, tell me what you sipping on. Girl, I'm not a travel agent, so what you tripping on? You say I think I can make it happen cause I'm famous. Nah, I'm just trying to get it cracking cause we faded. Get you to my crib, spend some time alone. Barely over 21, I mean you kinda grown. And I'm tatted up. Come down to that bread, I'ma stack it up. Where you going, baby girl, back it up. You gon' need a song, wrap your head, cause it's gon' get wild. If we keep loving like this, we might make a child, a daughter, a son, whichever one. Girl, you're second to none. Yeah. I'm feeling good, I'm having fun. This is the best night of my life. We off the patrol, and both of us gone. Girl, this could be the best night of my life. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me, girl. And if we go home and make love, this could be the best night of your life.
I'm running, the moment I heard it. Guess I was nothing, and the new girl that you caught. Shit, she is stunning, stared me deep in the eyes with a sense of guilt. Cause you knew what we built, you knew my boundaries. Stay you out fucking at the parties with that keys. My neck full with hickeys and bruises. As soon as I met your maneuvers, like a vampire in the dark. For new blood, hunting for new love, yeah. To leave them new scars, yeah. To leave them new scars, yeah. To leave them. My veins filled with us, no poses for us. Used to circulate blood until you swallowed my trust. My veins filled with us, no poses for us. Used to circulate blood until you swallowed.
All right, folks, you're listening to your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it's supposed to do, y'all. I was trying to get some things set up. Hopefully, y'all good now. I know I'm good on my end. I was trying to get Facebook set up because I was not able to go Facebook Live. Y'all, I'm in Facebook jail. Why would they do that to a brother? Why would they allow a brother to get put in Facebook jail? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me that? I think what happened on Monday, I was doing some, I was having conversations when I switched over, and I went beyond my little time limit. That they don't allow you to. You can play a little snippet of a song, but they don't let you go past that. So tell your folks that we are on Spreaker tonight. If you usually host a watch party, go on your Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page, and you can tell everybody what the deal is. Aries, what's going on, lady? Michelle, what's going on, lady? Tanisha Jordan. I don't know where you're from, but thank you so much for joining in tonight. I appreciate you. Tanisha Jordan, thank you so much for joining in tonight. We're going to have a great show tonight again. So y'all go ahead and do me a favor. Y'all. Try to plug me in on your Facebook page. Share my post and tell your friends, hey, you want to be a part of this conversation. You really want to be a part of this conversation. So y'all do that for me, if you will. Miss Whitney, what's going on all the way down in Jacksonville, Florida? I don't know why I was getting ready to say Jacksonville, Mississippi. But Jacksonville, Florida. And that's Jackson, Mississippi, not Jacksonville, Mississippi. Anyway, we're going to have a good show again tonight. I pondered on what to talk about tonight. I knew I really wanted to close this one out and bring closure to this topic. But at the same time, there's another topic that I really, 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 really want to get into. and it's dealing with sexual harassment. It's dealing with sexual harassment. Oh, I thought that was my engineer tab. I'm sorry, y'all. My nerves got real bad right in through there. Anyway, so shout out to the folks that are listening. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all the new listeners. Tanisha Jordan, and I believe a Fanny West is on tonight. Fanny West is on tonight as well. So thank you. I think out there in Columbus or near Columbus, Georgia, and Georgia. But we've this week, Monday, I should say, we had a really, really great conversation on how to deal with bad relationships, how to recover from bad relationship. And I'm the title of the show, if you go back and look at the episodes of Life After the Collar with your boy J Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all of the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do. You can go back, and I named it the Monday show, Keep It Moving. Keep It Moving. And I really want to bring closure with that catchphrase, keep it moving. We all go through some difficult times. No ifs, ands, no buts about it. And I know if we really was to look at the topic, how to recover from bad relationship, the first thing that pops up in our mind is love relationships. But to be honest, there are plenty of relationships that we have been involved in that has left us wanting, that has left us drained, left us angry. Let me stop beating around the bush. It left us angry. We was pissed. We was mad as hell. We wanted to take somebody's head off. All of these things. Let me get real with you. We wanted revenge. And that's not just limited to love relationships. You've probably been, and I know I have, I've been in a situation with an organization that I work with, and the way they did me, I wanted revenge. Real talk. I wanted revenge. I wanted to get back, and I even prayed, God, let it happen. And I spoke in my prophetic voice, God, let it happen. And I thank God that he is a just God, because the Bible tells us that revenge is mine. If any get back is going to be got back, let God do it. And that's just real talk. Let God do it. Your job, your purpose in life is to live a full and prosperous life. You, my brother and my sister, cannot do that with hatred and unforgiveness in your heart. You're literally killing yourself. I once was told and heard plenty of times that when you harbor unforgiveness in your heart, it's like poisoning a drink for someone, but you drink it. You're literally killing yourself. So let it go. So my question was on Facebook was, how do you deal with that? How did you get beyond that? How did you get past dealing with that issue? How did you get beyond the heartache? How did you get past the pain? And I'm going to be honest. Let me go back to this. I want to go back to my Facebook page. And I want to read some of the comments that people placed on my page concerning this very topic. Learning how to get beyond the heartache of dealing with a hard breakup. One of the things, and y'all know me, so when y'all deal with me on, especially the newcomers, I merge spirituality and reality together. I take both of them, and we have a real conversation about it. That it is what it is. Because even when I made this topic, I knew that people were going to be real deep and spiritual with me. I already knew it. I knew that there was I prayed. Or by faith. Okay. Let me tell y'all something about me. I love God. I study God. I study His Word. And by knowing God and studying His Word, I want you all to get this. You can pray all day long. And you can have faith all day long. But if you're in your bed praying, and then you in your bed having faith, but you ain't doing the necessary steps to overcome it, it is worthless. Your prayers are worthless. Your faith is worthless. There is going to be some things you need to do in order to come out of the wilderness. I'm being real deep right there. That was my deepness right there. Come out of the wilderness. So we had people that make these. We had people make these types of statements. Somebody said, Bobby said, realization. You have to realize that it's over so you can move forward. That is probably one of the greatest statements for this whole conversation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold on to that statement because I want to interject that as my finale of this topic, realization, and that's why I named the show this episode "Keep It Moving." Okay, somebody said meditation and music. I get that. I understand what meditation mean, and I know the healing of music. I am a music lover, so music gets me through a lot of things. Here's one thing: I play when I'm in my bad mood or dealing with a bad relationship in the past, I put on blues for one simple reason: I want to know that there's somebody out there far worse off than me. Real talk. Blues make me feel that there's somebody out there worse off than me. D. Fletcher says, lighting candles, building strength, and making sure you get the nutrients in you that your body needs. That's a big part of it. A lot of times when we are dealing with bad breakups, we go through this stage called depression, and we neglect ourselves. So that was a good point that D made about, making sure that you get the nutrients on the inside of you and not neglect yourself. But you have to accept it's over. Otherwise, you'll be caught up in the I want it back. Yes. When you get stuck in that cycle of well, I think I can make it work. Let me crawl back to him. Let me crawl back to her. Let me go back to that job. Let me go back. Let me go beg for this. Let me tell y'all something. And there are different stages that you have to go through. But in reality, being having that depression over our lives will keep us hindered. Nicole, Coco, what's going on, lady? Good to have you on the show tonight. From moving forward. Bad relationship, whether it's a love relationship, family relationship, because you can fall out. You can have a fallout with family members too. I read, and I may read it. I'll read it later, about the importance of something that we need to do on our end as well. we can sit back and blame others all day long. One of the my headphones. Okay, there we go. My experiences has taught me a lot of things, and some of those things is consisted of finding ownership. It takes two to tangle. Sometimes, and not, I don't want to make it a blanket statement like, hey, you know, you fell out because you did something. Because sometimes, you know, you didn't even deserve it. But sometimes we have to look at it like this. And I said all the time on the show, did I stay in a relationship too long? Did I choose that relationship? Or did God choose it for me? Did I place myself in this position to have gone through this? There's a lot of different ways that we can look at this thing. The phone lines are open tonight, y'all. The phone lines are open tonight. 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. If somebody could put that in the chat room for me. Those that are new to Spreaker.com, we do have a chat room available if you want to be engaged in a conversation, because they do have side conversations over in the chat rooms. But you can also call into the show at 864-897-9607. I was still trying to fix Facebook Live and see if they were going to let me out of jail, but it don't look like it's going to happen. But in the meantime, y'all, let's wild out. Let's have good music, good conversation. Make it do just what it do, baby, baby.
Strong with this That's right.
The shining star. You're my shining star, girl. Yo, New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house.
That's right.
Uptown in the house.
Let's go.
Shaolin, are you in the house?
Don't stop.
Boogie down, are you in the house?
Yeah.
Sacramento in the house.
I like
Atlanta, Georgia, are you in the house?
Come on.
West Coast, are you in the house? Japan, are you in the house? Everybody, are you in the house? Baby, baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on.
Bad boy.
When you walk by every night, talking sweet and looking fine, I get kinda hectic inside. Baby, I'm so into you, darling. If you only knew all the things that flow through my mind, but it's just
Come on. I like that.
And my heart beats faster when you take me over. Tell me time again, but it's just time.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the old dirty doggy. Here we go now. Me and Mariah go back like babies with pacifiers. Old dirt dog, no liar. Keep the fantasy hot like fire. Jump, jump. Let me see you do the stomp. Girls, let me see you shake your rump. Fellas, get it from the back and front. Let's do it, do it, do it. Urban country. I'm a little bit of rock. I don't soul to soul. Big letters all big and bold. Bold, dirty bass, blow.
What you gonna do when you get out of jail?
I'm gonna do a remix.
What you gonna do when you get out of jail?
I'm gonna do a remix.
What you gonna do when you get out of jail?
I'm
hot, but you're scared to be.
My girl's the best and that's no lie. She tells me that I'm her only guy.
That might be true, but my girl's a joy. She don't play around, she's like to the point.
My girl's like candy, a candy tree. She knocks me high up off my feet. Oh, candy, you look so sweet. Oh, candy, your special treat.
You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it's supposed to do. Baby, baby. It's all good. It's all gravy. Y'all know how I make it do. I'm just having a good time tonight, y'all. So we've been Monday and today. Tonight is part 2 of Keep It Moving. Keep It Moving. We're talking about how to get beyond, how to get past, how to deal with bad relationships. It's a tough thing to deal with. It really is. Honestly, it really is. And until we learn how to overcome it. So this past Monday, we dealt with a lot of the issues. People called into the show. Again, you can call into the show at 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. My boy Harold just dropped in the room. What's up, Harold? Good to have you, man. Thank you for holla at your boy. You know, you always late, but hey, that means you all. I was getting ready to say that means you all the way black, but I don't like when people say that because I try my best to be very punctual. But Harold is my dude. He got my back. What's up, Harold? Man, I need you. Matter of fact, man, Harold, I need you to call into the show one day, man. I need you to call into the show and let's rap a little bit. And we're going to put these women in their place. I'm kidding, y'all. Y'all, come on back. Come on back, y'all. Come on back. But me and Harold going to do a show. Harold, me and you going to do a show. And we're gonna talk about how men think. Me and Harold going to do a show called How Men Think. And we're going to tell y'all the truth. Like, y'all sit there and thinking that just because we looking at these women, especially these younger women, that's what we want. It ain't when we see women, yeah, it's good to the eye. But just because it's good to the eye don't mean it's good for my heart. We had to learn that the hard way. We couldn't, we don't, you know. So it is what it is. So anyway, back to the topic at hand. Harold said he's down with it, so it's a go. It's a go, Harold. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get you my number. Man. And when I do, me and you, from the top of the show to the bottom of the show, it's gonna be me and you, and it's gonna be unfiltered. And we're going to talk all the trash that we want. Why? Because it's me and my boy Harold. We going down. Aries talking about something. I heard it all before. Anyway, Miss Aries. So here's the deal. Let me help y'all out. Let me get back on topic before I go too far. Harold, that's what I like, man. We realize that all money ain't good money. That's called a dominoes player right there. If you don't play dominoes, you have no idea what he was talking about. But he just put some dominoes and relationship and the way guys think together. I like that, Harold. All money ain't good money. Y'all can call into the show at 864-897-9607. Again, that number is 864-897-9607. The phone lines are open. We're not even doing Facebook Live today because they got me in Facebook jail. I think I saw, did I shout out Miss Whitney? I think I did. Miss Whitney's in the house. Good to have you. Yeah, I did shout her out from Jacksonville. So here's what we're going to do. We learn from Monday's show about a bad breakup. Take the relationship for what it is and what it was. Again, take the relationship for what it is and what it was. Not everybody, first of all, not everybody is supposed to be in your life forever. Not everybody is supposed to be in your life forever. No matter how you look at it, no matter how much we want that to happen, not everybody is supposed to be in our life forever. Nikki West, what's going on? Good to have you in the house. Until we realize that, it makes it easier to keep it moving. I like what T.D. Jakes said years ago, and it is a model that I live with to this day. And he said this: learn the art of saying goodbye. Learn the art of saying goodbye. Y'all know what I do. I merge spirituality and reality together. I'm gonna bring a situation up that's biblically sound, but it's gonna help you naturally. It's gonna help you in reality. If you was, and I bring this subject up all the time on a show, or if I'm at church or whatever, and I'm teaching or whatever, I bring this subject up a lot. If you pay attention to the story of Moses, and when Moses went back, and when God instructed Moses to go back and free Israel from Egypt, there's a part of the scripture that when he went to Pharaoh. Now, this particular Pharaoh, people think that Pharaoh was a name. It's not a name, because the Pharaoh of when he was there the first time is now a new Pharaoh. Pharaoh basically means king. For the lack of a better word, it means king. So the Pharaoh at the time was the person that when he went back was his brother that he grew up with. Okay? The Pharaoh that was in place when Moses went back to get Egypt was the same guy that you read about when he's with this other guy, and they learned together and they did stuff together. They grew up in the same household together. It was basically his brother. It grew up as his adopted brother, but Moses was the adopted one. Now watch this. When he got exiled, and when God told him to come back, he came back. Now Pharaoh, which is his brother, was the new king, the new Pharaoh. There's a sentence in the Bible that says, and God hardened Pharaoh's heart. Many preachers do not preach on that, because many preachers want you to think that you have enemies for no reason at all, and they're against you. No. Pharaoh acted and responded and became a hater to Moses because God made his heart hard. In reality, Pharaoh and Moses was tight. They were boys. They grew up. He didn't have any issue with Moses. But God had to harden Pharaoh so that he can move in. He can move in and they won't get. Sharon, what's going on? Thank you so much, Sharon. I'm not sure where you're from. Sharon, thank you so much. Oh, she said she was invited by Michelle and Harold. So good to have you in. So watch this. Moses and Pharaoh became enemies and had a breakup, that relationship was broken up because of something God did, not because of something that those two went through. God hardened Pharaoh's heart. Listen to me, y'all. Some of the relationships that you are in that you ended up having to get out of, God was saving you. And because you didn't see it, God made them act and respond a certain way. You knew that you was not supposed to be in that relationship. But I was finna say the wrong word, but y'all was so blinded that you did not want to be in that relationship. You wanted to, you wanted to be in that relationship so badly, but God was like, no, that's not for you. And so what happened in that relationship was real simple. God messed things up. This is real talk. Now, I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna help y'all out real good. Monday, and in other episodes, I talked about an organization that I was connected with that I loved. Even to this day, I love them to life. I do. But I knew God was telling me to do something different. I knew God was pulling me away from something because he had something unique for me to do. I want y'all to listen to this real good. One day I get a phone call from a guy. I'm going to tell you how God works. I received a phone call from a guy, and if you're on my page, you'll know this guy. I'm going to call his name. His name is Sergeant Vandez Madison. But I did not know at the time that he was a bishop. The way he and I connected was because my son was in boot camp. And while my son was in boot camp, this guy shows up to teach a class to my son's company that was going through. He pulls my son aside, and my son gets a little bit too excited, and the sergeant had to calm him down. Look, keep yourself, because if they think that we're related, they're going to get at you. So my son gives him my number. He calls me that very day, and I'm in my office at this organization. We're sitting there, and we're talking about how, we're trying to figure out how we're related, where we're related, and all of this other stuff. And so we're talking. And so all of a sudden, this guy just, he gets quiet, but he does this spiritual thing. When we start feeling the presence, we start making this sound. And we kind of try to control it because we don't want the other person to know we're in our feelings right now. Not in our feelings, but we feel God right now. And so as he kept talking, he in between sentences or statement, he would go into speaking in tongues, but he would hold back. And then finally he says, I have something to tell you, but I don't know how to tell you. So I'm just going to be straightforward with it. He tells me, he said, he calls the organization's name, and he says, you're going to have to leave them. He said, I don't know if it's for a short time or if it's for a long time. Now I'm in my feelings because we done already discussed, what I do, who I'm connected with, how high up I am in this organization. And he said, I don't know if it's going to be for a short time or a long time. And I'm sitting there looking like, oh, this dude want me to join his organization. That's why he bringing this up. Not even, so we ended the conversation, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. Now, now I'm in my feelings, you ain't for real. You just trying to get me to roll with you and your organization. But watch this. Not even a week later, something out of the blue happened that was so mind-boggling and so destructive to the relationship I had with this company. Even though all of it was a lie, watch this. It caused a bad breakup. If God would have came and told me, Jason, I need you to leave this organization, I would have never left. And that's just real talk. So when I say we have to understand the part that we play in bad relationships too. Because if God would have came to me and said, I need you to leave this organization, I would have totally ignored it. Real talk. So what God did on my behalf, but I did not see it at the time, was he caused a rift, some beef between me and that organization. And it took me a long time to get over the fact that that relationship ended the way that it did. And it was bad. It was a real bad breakup in this relationship. That's why I tell it with this conversation, it's not about love relationship. This bad breakup relationship goes deeper than just love relationships. And it became so, you're right, Eris, it became so hard to accept the fact that that relationship was over. Now watch this. Because of how that relationship ended, I went out for revenge. Literally. I showed up at a conference one day. I'm gonna be real with y'all, because y'all don't like being real. So I'm gonna let my house be a glass house. Watch this. I showed up at the conference, the very next conference that we had. Still had access to everything because most people didn't know what was going on. And this was one of the most this was an historical event that was going on with this organization. I wish I could. I'm not putting stuff out, so I would just. It was a very historical moment, and me and my former boss, in the middle of the premiere night of the conference, I was willing to risk it all. My boss, I was going to drag him through the entire stadium that we were in. We had this conversation. Now I'm in my feelings because you did what you did to me, and I did not see God in it. Let me put a nickel in the parking meter right here. Y'all, no matter what you're going through in life, always look for three things. Look for God's power, his presence, and his provision. Okay? If you get out of your feelings, that's one of the things that God is saying to the church today. Stop being so emotional and become spiritual. Too many church folks are in their feelings. We run around the church dancing and all of this other foolishness because we're in our feelings. None of that is spiritual. All of that, when you running around dancing and all of that, that's all emotional because your body is trying to respond to something that you are feeling spiritual. So what happens is your body becomes emotional. I'm not getting into all that right now tonight. But so now I'm in front of this guy, and I am literally, I'm not, if y'all know me, I am a trained bodyguard. I was with the Marines. I was in the Navy, Marines. I fought over in the dirt. I know some stuff. And this dude was a dumb deer in the headlights, and I was finna run over him like a freight train. If you know me, I'm a small frame guy. My body frame is small. He was bigger than me, but that was one of the things that is an advantage of mine. And I was getting ready to dust this dude. And God had to show me, had to settle me down. God literally had to move me from one side of the stadium all the way on the other side of the stadium. Ari made a good statement. He either brought you to it or bringing you through it. I'm going to rephrase that. God brought you to it so he can bring you through it. The word of God says, yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death. Job was faced with the situation. He brought him to the situation and then brought him through it. Bad situation, bad relationship breakup is not all about that person did this to me because they were being mean to me. No, there is a lesson. Oh, good God. There is a lesson that all of us have to go through and learn from. And if we do not learn these lessons, we will find ourselves going through the same lesson. That's why we find out, I'll go back to the love relationship. That's why you keep finding yourself in the same type of relationship, because you didn't learn the lesson from the first one. Because you was too emotional and you did not learn what God was trying to show you. I'm just trying to help somebody out here. You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it do. Y'all, in about, I'm already late, but when we come back from this musical break, we're going to be at the break called Free Your Mind, and the rest will follow. Free Your Mind is a set that we do where you can just ask me any question that you want to in the chat room or on the phone. On the chat room or on the phone. It does not have to be on, matter of fact, I prefer it not to be on the topic. Because if you wanted to talk about the topic, talk about it when we're talking about the topic. This is the set that we call Free Your Mind. You can ask me any question about anything, and I will hook you up. Again, 864-897-9607. After this musical break, I'm going to come back and see if anybody got anything they want to holler at me about. It's all good. It's all gravy. Holler at your boy.
J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you gonna say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J-Mad, he got ya. Right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J-Mad.
You're listening to your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all of the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it's supposed to do. Baby. All right. I was trying to wait and see if anybody put anything down on in the chat room for Free Your Mind. Since nobody did, I'ma free my own mind. You heard? I'ma free my own mind. Here's the thing that's bugging me, and I just put it on Facebook just before the show. And I'm gonna read it just like I wrote it. How about that? I'm gonna read it just like I wrote it. I don't care who I offended when I said it, because I get tired of this. I really do. I said 2 hours ago on Facebook, again, a king, parentheses, or a queen, in parentheses, or king, never has to announce she, parentheses, or her, or he, is one. It is known when they walk in because of how they carry themselves and is automatically recognized as such. It is the place of others to call you queen or king. Let me tell y'all something, especially y'all women. Look, y'all ladies, y'all had a chance. Everybody had a chance to get on Free Your Mind. Nobody wanted to say something, say nothing, so I'm going to say it for you. If you are a queen, stop running around trying to convince everybody that you are one. You walk like one, you talk like one, you carry yourself as one, and people will refer to you as one. When I see people saying, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Let me, because I'm gonna get on the guys too. I'm gonna get on the guys too. Ladies, y'all hold your pen right there. I know you're in your feelings, but it is what it is. Y'all ladies be talking, I'm a queen. You treat me like a queen because I'm a queen. Who you trying to convince? Yourself? A man running around talking about, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. More than likely, dude, you're not. If you running around talking about you the man, more than likely you aren't the man. Ladies, when y'all run around here talking about I'm the queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, more than likely you're not. You got a bad attitude. You run your mouth too much. Okay, see y'all. I told y'all to give me something to talk about, and this is the type of stuff y'all gonna get when y'all don't say anything in Free Your Mind. This is how your boy J-Mad gonna go off, because I'm petty like that. Yeah, I know I'm petty. Stop running around, ladies. Stop running around. Oh, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Stop saying that and show it. It's how you walk. It's how you talk. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you handle situations. It's how a queen, watch this. A queen never gets outside of her feelings. If you ever watch Queen Mary over there in Great Britain, wherever they from, watch this. You never see the queen face change. No matter what the situation is, you never see the queen's face change. She has a way of handling herself. She has a way of being classy in her area. Okay. It is what it is. I know I done stepped on some toes and stuff like that. A queen is what she is. When she walks in the room, people are calling her queen because they recognize her as a queen, because she carries herself as a queen. People do stuff for her because of who she is. Just pay attention to Queen Mary, whatever, Elizabeth, whatever her name is. That's a real queen, a real life queen, in real life. I know y'all running around here saying, oh, you know, the guy's supposed to treat you as a queen. And just like, you know, man, y'all be running, you supposed to treat me like a man. I'm a man. Because guys, we really don't go around talking about something, I'm a king. We run around talking about we're a man. We the man. I'm the man. But watch this. When you are the man, you do not have to get outside because you are the man. She would say, that's the man right there. That's the man of the house right there. That's my man right there. Yeah, that's a real man right there because they sit there and watch you, man. That's a queen right there. You see how beautiful that queen is? Yeah, you got to respect her. When she walk in, guys, and I'm going to break it down. I don't know if any of my folks from the Cigar Lounge on on Friday nights are listening. But when certain women that walk in, guys get up out their seat, especially when it's jam-packed. Guys know to get up and say, hey, take my seat. But when some of them, I'm going to be real honest. When some of them hoochie mamas walk in there, they don't even bother to even look their way. They don't even bother to offer a chair. Because they aren't respected as such. When you I was getting ready to go to the left. I got one more minute. Because I used to go to 8:15. Here's the deal, people. Never walk around and act like you're this. Never walk around speaking that you're this. Let me. It's easier to show somebody who you are than tell somebody who you are. Watch this. A CEO or the president of a company walk in. He never says that she never says that I'm the president of the company. He simply says, he or she says, you know, do this. And he whispers it. He's not loud. She's not boisterous. He or she just walks in and looks at certain things. And people, watch this. People will notice what he's seeing or what she's seeing that's out of place or what's not right. And they jump to it without even being asked to. Oh boy. I'm trying to help somebody out. If you like it, I love it. If you like it, I absolutely love it. Thank y'all for that little bit of time y'all gave me. I appreciate you. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's definitely all gravy. I'm living my best life.
We gonna start this thing alright. Duval in the money logging out. Come on, come on. Do it, baby, take it, baby. Do it, baby, take it, baby. Do it, baby, take it, baby. Do it, baby. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now.
You got a lot to be smiling for. So what the f you be wildin' for? Come on, I get my grin on. I'm smiling, bitch, cause I always get my win on. I've been on so many different stages, graced the cover of 100 magazine pages, made people smile everywhere that I went. I even put it on the first black president. It's evident I'm hot as a crock pot, with a big ass smile like Mr. Hot Spot. You got a lot to be smiling for. So what the you be wildin' for? If you're breathing, you achieving. We having fun this evening, believe it.
I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now.
Put your middle fingers up in the air and show a hater you don't even much care. We finna get another bag this year. My ex, you can have that there. Hey, this year, bad vibes get cut off. More trips, new chicks with no draws. More drinks, more smoking, more cars. More shows with Duval and Snoop Dogg. Look, I ain't tryna throw no shade, cause I can't see them in my lane. As long as my rent getting paid, I can care less with a big thing, huh? You in the club every night with no job, eating good off your food stamp card. You made a killing last year off fraud. If you know you ain't going to work tomorrow,
I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you now.
You got a lot to be smiling for. So what the you be wildin' for? If you're breathing, you achieving. We having fun this evening, believe it.
Feeling like Rollo, so follow. It's showtime at the Apollo, minus the Kiki Shepherd. With a bada, with a leopard print. Teddy, Pendergrass, cooler than Freddie Jackson, sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm. Left I throw warm in the dorm room at the AU. We blew hay too, athletes might cake you, but you must have me mistaken with them statements that you make, civilians on display. My bongo hooked it up. Oh my god, dip my rim today so they can ride out to the honeycomb hide out. I'm show you how to wild out like Jack Tripper. Let me be Bambino on your slippers, YKK on your zipper. Lick you like a lizard when I'm slizzard. A sober, 6 million ways to fold ya. Like Noah's, I get twos of views and you get pretty deep. But I call you from 80s, I know you'll be there for me, girl.
Huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your nasty mind. They say you're malnutrition, then need a vitamin D and inviting me to that tingle in your spine. I love who you are, love who you ain't. You're so Anne Frank. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and no chains and whips. I do suck lips till hips jerk. And double time, the boy next door's the freak. Ha ha ha. Motherfuckers on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a stick and want your automatic. Compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest motherfuckers on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a stick and want your automatic. Compatible, created in the attic. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody don't pass me.
So fresh and so clean. So fresh and so clean. You're listening to your boy J Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we are on. Even Alexa can make it do, baby, just what it's supposed to do. Y'all, let's get back to the lesson at hand. We've been talking about how to get past bad relationships. We've been talking about Monday and Tuesday. So let's bring this thing to an end. Let me help y'all out. I named the show Keep It Moving. The reason why I named the show Keep It Moving is simply this. You have to keep living. No matter what you go through in life, no matter what is presented to you in life, you cannot stay stuck in a past situation. You cannot stay stuck in something that you feel, back to the feelings thing, that somebody did you wrong, dealt you a bad hand. Let's have a real conversation with this thing tonight. When you get to a place where you realize, especially, let me, you know what? Let me do this. Let me adjust myself in my DJ chair. Let me do that. When you get to a place in your life where you realize, church folks, that it's not about you. The stuff that you go through is not about you. I understand that we get in our feelings and all of this other stuff, but let's have a real conversation. And I'm just want to talk to the saved folks right here. Those that's not saved, y'all listening in, and then maybe one day you'll get to where you need to, where I think you need to be. Check this out. A lot of stuff we go through, what we go through, is because God needs you to go through it so that you can help somebody else along the way. So you could tell somebody you'll be able to survive that. Why? Because I survived it. You'll be able to make it through that path. Why? Because I made it through that. You'll be able to overcome that obstacle because I overcame that obstacle. And this is how I did it. If you don't add to your conversation, this is how I did it, you're going to go through that lesson again. Because what needs to be added to our conversation is simply one statement. This is how I did it. This is how I overcame it. This is how I overtook it. This is how I made it through it. Here's why. Because God is going to send somebody behind you. Watch this. That is going through something. And because you went through it, they're gonna want to kill themselves. I'm going to be real honest, close with it. They are going to want to kill themselves. But because you survived it and you came out looking clean, you didn't smell like the smoke from the fire. And you're able to save them, walk them through it. Let me show you how to do it. Tell you what I'm talking about. I ended up in my between my last year in middle school and my first year in high school, between those years there, I was in an orphanage in Macon, Georgia. Ended up in an orphanage in Macon, Georgia. Ever so often, me and my brothers and sisters, we go back to that same orphanage. And we simply let them look at us. Not that we got all of this and all of that, but because we remember what it felt like being in that orphanage, because we remember what it felt like to sit in those different cottages and into that one building where we all ate together. We remember what it felt like. So now my oldest brother, he can go back. He's a successful car dealer in the state of Georgia. Been number one in the nation a couple of times. Been number one in the state of Georgia several times. By the way, if you're looking for a car and you're in the ATL, y'all go down there to McDonough, Georgia at the Toyota. My brother, they call him Uncle T at the McDonough Toyota. He will get you in a very, very new, like 2019 for the low. Tell him I sent you. Anyway, my brother can go, he makes 6 figures a year selling cars. Not only did he not graduate from high school, he don't even have his GED. But he's making 6 figures every year. Every year. Every year. My sisters are successful. One is a successful poet. She gets asked to do spoken words all over the place. Matter of fact, she's going to be somewhere this weekend. Matter of fact, she's got to come up to Peachtree City at a conference. My sister owns my other sister, her twin, owns several businesses. Decided to quit Georgia Tech, which was making good money at Georgia Tech. And it was a government job, which means after 20 years, you get that government check. Why she did, I don't know why, but she's successful. Got her own offices and everything. I put in my 20 years in the military. All I got to do is wake up in the morning on the 1st and look in the bank account and go back to sleep. We've all been successful, but when we go back, we give them something. We give those kids that's there now something to look forward to in life. I became a director of a orphanage for a little while. Went back there and told them, I started out here, but now I'm a director of one of these. Let me tell y'all something. The bad relationship, the bad stuff that you go through in life is not about you. It's about God making you you. Y'all sit there and say, oh, they have to get me, got all this. Look, let me tell y'all something. Real talk. Get out your feelings. Learn to get out of your feelings. When you learn to get out of your feelings, so much change. So many things change in your life. It is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all talk to me. Y'all quiet over there in the chat room. I know y'all listening, but y'all quiet over there in the chat room. Holla at your boy. You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com.
I spend most of my days alone here, staring at my phone, remembering you. Now I lay with all my shame, trying to dance away the pain, 'cause I've drowned the truth. I try to pray away the rain here, 'cause in at the ways I'm bound to lose. If I don't find a girl again, I've tried, but I can't bend. I have to choose. These chains make a beautiful sound, but look here what I found. I'm underwater. inside my chest. I just put you to rest. I'm back with you. And if I just call out your name, we'll always be the same, 'cause I am you. And now I'm dancing in the rain, and I can't feel the pain. I told the truth. These chains make a beautiful sound, but look here what I found. I'm underwater. I'm underwater. These chains make a beautiful sound, but look here what I found. I'm underwater. I'm underwater. These chains make a beautiful sound, but look here what I found. I'm underwater. I am underwater.
Here we go, and we're rolling. We go, ready? Background and action.
Trust. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah, I don't wanna put no pressure on ya. I just wanna put a blessing on ya. Since our last undressing session, I'm not really sure if you've been checking. I'm progressing. I just heard my songs is popping out in Macedonia and even Serbia. I don't mean to burden ya. If you got a man since then, I understand. Last thing I wanna do is get you jammed, especially if he's a fan. He probably never wanna hear my shit again. And I need every single sound scan. But if you single and you down, then I'm in your town feeling for another round. I was counting down the days. Been more patient than a Browns fan. Where that chip at? Probably on your shoulder, 'cause I forgot to hit back. Left you on red. Apologies I said, but often never meant. Well, that I repent for message never sent now.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. And usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. 'Cause I got the plug, I made the call for green. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? No. Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. Babe's been waiting. And just as I recall, that ass is still amazing. I'm playing, baby. No, I'm saying, baby, you love it, you know I'm crazy. So go ahead and pour a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah, get to taking that off for me. Yeah. 'Cause I got the plug, I made the call for green. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? No. Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
That's a good sign.
Come through and chill.
Can I tell her some real shit? Yeah. In case my lack of reply had you catching them feelings. Know you been on my mind like Kaepernick kneeling, or police killings, or Trump saying slick shit, manipulating poor white folks because they ignorant, blind to the struggles of the ones that got the pigment. Lately I've been stressing cause it seems so malignant. I need to feel your essence in my presence. If you with it, I guarantee you won't regret you did it.
Just say you well, come through and chill. Just like you will, come through and chill.
Love you, and I need you. Nelly, I love you, I do need you. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, oh, you know I'm crazy over you. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm crazy over you.
I met this chick and she just moved right up the block for me. And she got the hots for me, the finest thing my hood has seen. But oh no, she got a man and a son though. Oh, when that's okay, cause I wait for my cue and just listen, play my position like a show star. Pick up everything, mommy hitting and in no time. I better make this with her mine. And that's for sure, cause I never been the type to break up a happy home. But it's something about baby girl, I just can't leave alone. Tell me, mom, what's it gonna be? She said,
You don't know what you mean to
Come
me.
on.
No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, oh, you know I'm crazy over you. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm crazy over you.
I see all out and you looking, I never say a word. I know how niggas start acting trippin'. I heard about they girls. No way, hey, Nelly gon' fight over no day, hey, as you can see. But I like your steez, your style, your whole demeanor, the way you come through and holler and swoop me in his two-seater. Now that's gangsta, and I got special ways to thank ya. Don't you forget it, but it ain't that easy for you to back up and leave him. But you and Dirty got ties for different reasons. I respect that. And right before I turned to leave, she said,
You don't know what you mean to me.
Come on.
I do. All I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, oh, you know I'm crazy over you. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm crazy over you.
Sing it for me, Kay.
And I love you, and I need you. Nelly, I love you.
You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa is making it do what it do. She just said, even when I'm with my boo, all I can do is think of you. Go ahead, side dude. Go ahead, side dude. You are on her mind. I know, my bad. I almost forgot that I was on the radio. I was getting ready to do karaoke in my the studio area. I had broke out the karaoke machine and everything. I was sitting around. That song got me in my groove. Anyway, y'all. Bottom line to this, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it with this. Keep it moving. What I mean by that, when I say keep it moving, understand that life, it has to keep moving forward. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you're gonna have to keep it moving. Stuff is gonna come your way. You're going to have some letdowns. You're going to have some disappointment. You're going to have people that treat you all kind of ways. But let me tell you, yes, pray. You're supposed to pray because you're going to need God in those tough situations. But you can't just lay there and pray and not do nothing. You have to get up and learn your lesson. Sometimes that prayer needs to be this. God, what are you trying to teach me? As hard as it probably is for you to do that, 9 times out of 10, your prayer should be this. God, what are you trying to teach me? When we get to that point there, life changes. Man, that was a good song that go along with that. I didn't even load it up. But there is a place where you have to get to in life where you say, you know what? Life changes. Life goes on. Life moves on. And when you do that, when you learn to do that, you will get to a place where everything makes sense. The good, the bad, the ugly. It is what it is. But it's not until you learn how to move on from all of the foolishness, from all of the ups, all of the downs, when you learn to move on. When you learn that, man, I promise you, it may not seem like it now. And maybe somebody's listening that may be going through this or whatever, however the case may be. But real talk, your mindset should be on moving on. Holla at your boy. You're listening to your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio. We got about 17 more minutes. Let's just listen to some good music. I'll come and say my goodbyes to you in a minute. Holla at your boy. It's all good.
Been through more than a little bit, but I ain't calling no names out. No free promotion. Nah, I ain't late. I don't do due dates. No sneak this, no sneak shit. That's just how I was raised. Had to get it out the soil. I've been down, I've been loyal. When you really hold it down, niggas ain't really down for ya. Oh no, what a shame. 10 years in the game. Niggas like you ain't hot, you ain't pop. Yes, up with you and yay. Grew out the concrete. You know it ain't sweet. Can't tell me anything. It be the ones who say they ride for you. It be the ones you love, them too. It be the ones who swear they real, not true. It be the ones. Don't get caught up. It be the ones you're closest to. It be the ones you trust them to. It be the ones you look up to. It be the ones. Don't get caught up, young love.
but I ain't calling no names out. No free promotions. If it ain't about blessings, I can't even address it. I just bought my third house, no album out, and I got a mask. And what do she do? I do everything. I move everything. Put that on my wedding ring, put that on my baby name. All these fake smiles, these 6 months just came from a dentist. I can tell it ain't genuine. I get so offended. Grew out the concrete. You know it ain't sweet. Can't tell me anything. It be the ones who say they ride for you. It be the ones you love, them too. It be the ones who swear they real, not true. It be the ones, don't get caught up. It be the ones you're closest to. It be the ones you trust them to. It be the ones you look up to. It be the ones. It be the ones who say they ride for you. It be the ones you love, them too. It be the ones who swear they real, not true. It be the ones, don't get caught up. It be the ones you're closest to. It be the ones you trust them to. It be the ones you look up to. It be the ones, don't get caught up, young love. Don't get caught up, young love. love.
things would be alright. And they were thanks to you, baby. And now I have the strength to carry on. In you have a home, and I never wanna be alone. 'Cause I love me some.
Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
please.
Let me hear you say,
please. Tease me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
please.
Let me hear you say,
please.
Lollipopping, twerking in some J's on the dance floor. No in the way. I take my time with it. Bring you close to me. Don't want no young dumb. Better pick me like we listening to Jodeci. I was trying to lay low, taking it slow. Well, I'm thinking again. Hey, gotta celebrate. If your man look good, but I put him away. If you can sweat the weave out, you shouldn't even be out. There no reservations at the ooh. You go I'm gonna ride it through it just how you like it tonight. And after that, let's do it one more time.
Girl, I ain't one for begging, but now you got me begging. Please me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
please.
Let me hear you say,
please. Tease me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
please.
Let me hear you say,
please.
Booty so down, booty so soft. Bet you wanna smack it again. Hey, let me demonstrate. Hit it one time, make it levitate. Black, 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 black out. Bro, watch out now. Yo, basura, ma, ochata. I'm gonna ride it, do it just how you like it tonight. And after that, let's do it one more time.
Girl, I ain't one for begging, but now you got me begging. Please me, babe. Turn around and just tease me, babe. You know what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
please.
Let me hear you say,
please. Come on back and look for me. Come on, twerk it on me slowly. Girl, let me put this loving on you.
You better say that, credit don't play that, yeah. Do my back like I do these records, break that.
Tease me, baby. Turn around and tease me, baby. You got what I want and need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
please.
Let me hear you say,
please me, baby. Turn around and tease me, baby. You got what I want and need, baby.
Let me hear you say, Let me hear you say,
He's got that magic. The way he touches me is so spiritual. He's so everything. He's a miracle. I've been searching all my life for someone like him. And all this time I thought that he was just a friend. But not just anybody can touch my body. And then he came along and he showed me pleasure like I never known. He's got that magic. Ooh, he's got that magic. Ooh, he's got that magic. The way he touches me is so spiritual, he's so He's so spiritual, he's so everything, he's a miracle, yeah. Just to look at his face, you would never know that he's the one. But after one conversation, you will see where I am coming from. His words are so gifted, his humor is so wicked. And he's a brainiac, and he makes me laugh like an aphrodisiac. He's got that magic. He's got that magic. He's got that magic. The way he touches me is so spiritual, he's so everything, he's a miracle. And the instant he touched me, I knew what I'd been waiting for. It's like his hands and my body been friends before. Ooh. Every other man next to him is so mundane. In a world of cocaine, he's like fine champagne. And he's also odd and so unique. Everything about this man is made especially for me. Yeah. He's got that magic. Ooh. He's got that magic. Yeah. He's got that magic. Hey, the way he touches me is so spiritual. He's so everything. He's a miracle. So spiritual, he's so everything, he's a miracle, yeah. He's got that magic, yeah.
You're listening to your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do just what it's supposed to do. Y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this week. I have a great show, and I need all of you to get your young ladies around the radio next week. We're going to deal with a topic concerning sexual harassment. You know, with the Me Too movement and all of this stuff that's going on, the R. Kelly stuff, we're going to have a real conversation because people are saying, you know, why didn't you bring it up? We're gonna visit that topic, but we're also gonna bring out ways to discuss this and how to bring it up and what needs to be done, how it needs to be done. Okay? So y'all join me next week, next Monday and Wednesday. We're gonna have these type of conversations. You can also hook me up on Fridays. I may start doing a pre-show at 6 and then go into the show at 7 and 8. The way we do it on Friday is totally different than how we do it on Monday and Wednesday. I'm at a cigar lounge in Lithonia, Georgia, 3316 Snapfinger Road, Lithonia, Georgia. It is called Paradise Island. They got some good stuff over there. We got a huge lounge that they're building over there that's gonna take this thing to a whole different level. If you was in the area this weekend, this past Friday, they were all outside. We were setting up. Matter of fact, we had to set up a table outside. They was sitting outside. They was hanging out outside. It was jam packed this past Friday. 3316 Snapfinger Road in Lithonia, Georgia. It's a good place to hang out. If you come through, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, it's a whole bunch of eligible guys. I'm busy, so I can't get out there and do what I want to do, hang out and conversate. If you come through, come through and hang out with the people that's there. You never know who you're gonna bump into. You might bump into your future husband. You never even need not know. You need not know. Shout out to some of our new listeners. Let me give a shout out to my boy. I don't know if he's still on. Let me see if he's still on. Is he still on? Harold, you still on? Let me give a shout out to my dude. He always got my back. Harold always has my back. So shout out to Harold. That's my dude. That's the one that helps me balance. I ain't out here in this boat by myself. But shout out to Tanisha. What's going on? Fanny, thank you so much for joining, sweetheart. Love you to life. Nikki West, thank you so much. Sharon, what's going on? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Fanny is Michelle's mom. Fanny is Michelle's mom. So Fanny, thank you. Fanny, Miss May, Miss West, she is the first mother of, we're going to call her, we're going to anoint her now. She's the mother Life After the Collar. So thank you so much for hanging out with her. I appreciate y'all so much. All right, it's all good. It's definitely all gravy. I see y'all Friday. Let's make it do what it do, baby. Last song and then I'm out. Holla.
What we gonna do now is go back.
Talk, well, J Mad, he got ya right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Ayy, radio show and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Ayy, life after the collar with J Mad.